Before we begin, take a breath and imagine the soft clink of loose change, the weight of a single nickel in your palm, and a question humming in your mind. Could this ordinary coin hide an extraordinary story? Tonight we chase that heartbeat of mystery together, and we are not looking at a medieval treasure or a gold doubloon. We are staring at the 1980 P Jefferson Nickel, a 5-cent coin of the United States. And yes, you will hear wild claims of an $8 million price tag swirling through forums and videos and rumors, but stay with me because the truth behind this coin is richer, more useful, and far more exciting for real collectors who want results, not fantasies. And along the way we will unlock the exact details, the measurements, the grading secrets, and the smartest paths to selling, so you can turn knowledge into power and curiosity into confidence. And before we reveal the biggest twists, tap like, drop a comment with your rarest nickel find, and subscribe to World Coins Hub, because the next coin we feature might already be in your pocket and you will not want to miss what comes next. Start at step 1, the hook in your hand. The 1980 P Jefferson Nickel looks unassuming. Thomas Jefferson faces left on the obverse. Monticello stands firm on the reverse. The edge is plain. The composition is a copper-nickel alloy. 75% copper, 25% nickel, and the weight is 5 grams even. And here is a detail most people miss. The 1980 P is a pivot moment because 1980 is the first regular year. The Philadelphia Mint placed the P Mint mark on the nickel apart from the wartime big mint marks of the 1940s. That tiny letter P on the obverse to the right of the portrait just below the date turned a page in mint history, and every collector who knows this smiles when they see it. Because history is value, and value begins with understanding. Step 2. We measure like a pro. You want the exact specs in your notes. Right diameter 20. 1.2. 1 millimeters. Right thickness. 1.95 millimeters. Hold the coin between finger and thumb. Look at the rim. Does it rise evenly like a ring on still water? Tilt it under a lamp. Watch the luster rotate. The cartwheel effect should sweep across the fields if the coin is mint state. If the luster dies abruptly or looks dull, it has seen circulation. The kind that sends most nickels into pocket change. Oblivion. Remember this, because luster is the first whisper of grade. And grade is the language of money. Step 3. The great suspense. The rumor you heard says this coin is worth $8 million and your pulse picks up. But here is the cliffhanger. The coin you and I meet in everyday life will not bring millions. The market value for a typical 1980 P that has been in circulation is face value or a small premium, and yet do not blink, because the plot twist is this: certain combinations of condition strike and rarity characteristics can raise the value dramatically, not to millions but to real money, that real collectors chase with a passion. And if you can spot those attributes, you can pull winners from the river of ordinary coins that pass through your hands. Every week. Step 4. Understand grading, because grading is the map, the compass, and the treasure key in numismatics. We speak in grades. Circulated grades include good, very good, fine, very fine, extremely fine. Then uncirculated or mint state runs from MS60 to MS70. In this language, MS stands for mint state, and the number climbs with quality. No major wear, blazing luster, minimal contact marks, sharp details. In short, the higher the grade, the higher the price potential. And this is where professional grading matters. PCGS and NGC are the two giants of third-party grading. They certify coins in tamper. Evidence slabs assign grades and record populations, meaning how many coins exist at each grade. That population data is a lighthouse in a fog of hype. Because price loves scarcity and population, reports show scarcity at the grade level you care about. Step 5. The secret dial, called full steps on Jefferson nickels. The steps of Monticello are a strike detail, and when those steps are fully defined without interruptions across the central Proportion specialists award the coveted full steps designation, often abbreviated FS, and when a date and mint combination is tough in full steps, prices can leap. A common coin becomes a prize becomes a trophy, and a trophy becomes a headline. Now the suspense for 1980 P. The date is not the rarest nickel on Earth, but truly high-grade examples, with crisp step detail, are far scarcer than pocket change. And that means if you find a superb coin with blazing luster, minimal marks, and strong steps, you may have something worth sending to PCGS or NGC for certification. Because FS can multiply value, and that multiplication can be the difference between a coin worth a small bill and a coin worth a rent payment or more for the right buyer. Step 6. How to pre-grade like a veteran. Take a clean, soft light and a magnifier. 5 to 10 power tilt. The obverse and reverse, slowly look for bag marks. Tiny nicks from contact with other coins. Check Jefferson's cheek and jaw for scuffs. Inspect the fields, the flat open areas for hairlines or scratches, then study Monticello. Focus on the steps. Count the lines across the central staircase. Are they separate and complete, or do they blur and merge? Is there a bridge across any step? A little. Flat that breaks a line if the steps are unbroken, and the coin is otherwise sharp, your heart should beat faster because that is the FS path. Next, check the mint mark P. Is it bold or weak? Weak mint marks do not kill a grade, but can signal a softer strike which weighs on step sharpness. Finally, examine the rims. Are they full and free of dings? A strong rim frames the coin, like a museum frame around a painting step. 7. Reality check on value, because we trade truth, not myths. A standard circulated. 1980. P nickel is a spender, a common coin, the kind you toss in a jar. Ungraded, unremarkable. A bright, uncirculated coin might bring a few dollars to a roll hunter or set builder. A high-grade certified coin, for example MS66 or better, with great luster, might reach far higher, and a true full steps example in top grade can attract strong competition at auction, driven by registry set collectors who chase the top spots and are willing to pay premiums for the finest certified survivors. This is where knowledge pays. But let us be crystal clear, the $8 million claim is a rumor, a misunderstanding. A click trap. Numbers like that apply to legendary rarities such as unique patterns or century-defining errors, not to mass-produced modern nickels. If someone offers you a miracle price for an ordinary 1980p, walk away with your wallet intact, because wisdom is profit. Step 8. Numismatic vocabulary, because speaking the language gets you respect and better deals. Plancher the blank piece of metal before striking. Die pair the obverse die and reverse die. That strike the coin die. State the stage of a die through its life. New dies create sharp coins. Late dies create flow lines and weakness. Contact marks, tiny nicks from coins, hitting each other. Bag marks, same idea, centered in the fields. Luster, the way light dances across the metal. Cartwheel, or satiny depending on metal and strike. Patina, or toning, natural color changes that can be beautiful and desirable when authentic. Strike, doubling, a mushy shelf, like doubling from die bounce, usually not valuable versus true hub. Doubling, where devices are doubled during die creation, which can be valuable. Submitter, the person who sends a coin to PCGS or NGC. Slab, the hard plastic holder with the grade label. Population. Report the census of graded coins by date, mint, and grade. Provenance. The ownership history that can add prestige. These terms are not just jargon. They are tools, and tools make money when used well. Step 9. Errors and varieties. Because treasure hides in details, look for off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, and a crescent of blank plancher shows wide off-center errors can be valuable, especially with date and mint mark visible. Check for broad strikes where the collar failed and the coin expanded beyond normal diameter. Search for major die cracks, retained cuds, and dramatic struck-throughs, where a piece of debris left an impression on the coin. Beware of machine doubling the flat shelf look that is common and not valuable, and watch for repunched mint marks, which are a thing on many older coins. But in this modern era with single squeeze hubs, they are less frequent. Finally, understand that minor anomalies bring minor money, while dramatic clean showpiece errors bring real bids. Step 10. Lighting, photography, and documentation, because presentation changes. Outcomes: use a neutral light source photograph. Both sides on a plain background, include a ruler or label to avoid confusion. Shoot at different angles to capture luster. And step detail: label your files with date, mint, and any suspected variety or error. Then create a folder for 1980p candidates, because organization turns a hobby into a method, and a method into a profit engine. And if you are serious, open free accounts at PCGS and NGC to read their resources, learn grading tips, and review population data, so you know what is common and what is elite. Before you spend $1 on fees. Step 11. When to grade and when to hold back. Grading is an investment, not a lottery. Ask yourself 3 questions. Is the coin truly uncirculated with strong luster? Is the coin free from distracting marks, especially on the cheek and fields? Does the coin show strong steps? If your answer's lean, yes, the slab may pay. If not, keep the coin raw and enjoy it, or trade it locally, because grading fees, shipping, and time all cost money. Reserve certification for coins with a real shot at high grades, or for dramatic errors that bloom in value when authenticated and sealed. If you are unsure, consider a walkthrough at a show or a pre-screening with a trusted dealer who knows Jefferson Nickels and registry demand. Step 12. Where to sell, because the right venue is half the battle for top-end certified pieces. With FS or spectacular errors, consider major auction houses. Heritage Auctions, Stacks, Bowers, great collections. They bring deep bidder pools, catalog photography, and marketing that boosts hammer prices for mid-range material, and raw coins with honest eye appeal. Consider consignment with a reputable local coin shop or a national dealer who is active in modern nickels for quick cash and wide reach. Online marketplaces can also work. List, clearly use sharp photos. Describe grade and any step detail, and set a realistic starting price, and always read the recent completed sales, not the wish prices. And if you are handling a major piece with serious interest, ask about reserve strategies so you do not leave money on the table. Step 13. Negotiation tactics the numismatist way. When a buyer asks, "What is your best price?" smile inside and ask about their collection. Goals: are they building a date set? Are they chasing a registry position? Then stack your value story: scarcity, grade, population, FS, designation, eye appeal, and provenance. If any, invite the buyer to inspect the steps under magnification. Show the luster with a gentle tilt. And if you are the buyer, do the same in reverse. Ask about return policies and authentication, because trust moves the needle as much as grade numbers ever. Will Step 14. Care storage and future value, because protecting what you own is profit in slow motion. Store raw nickels in inert holders, like mylar flips or archival capsules. Avoid PVC, which can leave a green film that eats value. Use silica gel in safes to control humidity. Handle coins by the edges. Only cotton gloves can help, but clean, dry hands and careful technique matter more. Never clean coins. Cleaning scratches the surfaces, destroys luster, and slays value in an instant. If a coin must be conserved, consult professionals at the grading services that offer conservation options, because they know where the line sits between help and harm. Step 15. The heartbeat of the hunt. The reason we keep looking. You pour a roll onto the table. The nickels rush like tiny silver rivers. Even though they are not silver, they flash under the lamp. One coin catches your eye. The steps look crisp. Your pulse spikes and the world narrows to A ridge, a nook, a tiny architectural detail that most people never notice. This is the moment collectors live for. Not the fantasy of millions, but the real thrill of discovery rooted in knowledge and confirmed by methods. Step 16. The summary you can use today. Coin name 1980 P Jefferson Nickel. 5-cent coin of the United States composition. Copper nickel 75%. Copper 25%. Nickel weight 5 grams diameter. 21.21 millimeters thickness 1.95 millimeters. Special note first. Regular year for the P mint mark on a Jefferson nickel. Typical value face value to small premium in circulated condition. Higher for bright uncirculated and potentially strong for certified high grade. Examples and strongest for certified full steps at the top of the grading ladder. Rumors of $8 million are not supported by real market data and belong to the land of viral myths, not to the ledger of serious collectors. Your power move. Study the steps. Study the luster, learn the language of grading, and sell through venues that match the quality of your CoinStep 17 community and momentum, because collecting grows together. Drop a comment below with the best coin you have, pulled from circulation, and the sharpest Jefferson step count you have seen on a coin you found at face value. Tell me what you want. Covered next. Errors, varieties grading, deeper dives into full steps, or a masterclass on lighting and luster hit. Like if this guide saved you time or money, and subscribe to WorldCoins Hub for weekly breakdowns that cut through the fog and give you the exact tools to win in the real market. Share this video with a friend who thinks every coin is a gold mine, and invite them to learn with us, because the more eyes we have, the more treasures we will save from being spent at a coffee shop. Counterstep 18.1 last cliffhanger, before you sort your change again. Somewhere out there, a roll of nickels sits forgotten in a drawer somewhere out there. A cashier will hand you a handful of coins, and one of them will hold razor-sharp steps, the kind that light up under a lamp and make your heart lift. And when you see it, you will know exactly what to do. You will examine, you will compare, you will choose whether to slab or not slab. You will decide where to sell, and you will move with the quiet confidence of a collector who knows that knowledge is the best currency of all. And now the closing. Call to action powered by the thrill of the hunt lift. Your coin, let the light roll across those tiny steps, and carry this skill into the next search. Like, comment, and subscribe to WorldCoins Hub, because the next episode brings another date, another mint, another hidden lesson that will sharpen your eye and stack your wins. And when you share this video with other collectors, you build a circle where truth beats rumor, where patience beats hype, and where ordinary change turns into an extraordinary journey. Keep your lamp ready, keep your magnifier close, and keep hunting, because the next great find always begins with a single coin in the palm of your hand.